Last time on Dice Funk.
As the fang gets closer and closer to the orb goes from being a sort of a slightly kind of sickly yellowish color until when it's just a couple of inches apart, it goes blood red. Yeah, there's two statues that line the inside entryway of the church. One of them is missing a head. The other one has only one arm. You swear you're seeing them like move.
I stab it in the dick with the Fang of Gorfanax.
You're pretty sure that these statues are interested in one thing right now, and Rinaldo just stabbed it into the crotch of one of them. If he is Gorfanaxed, he may not be on this plane of existence anymore. He may have jumped the dimension. He may be with Gorfanax, maybe taking the fight to somewhere personal to him.
The school.
It looks as though the Akamorian guard has managed to seize control of the gates.
How many guards are there?
Upwards of at least 24.
Okay, how many peasants are there?
Crowd of like 60 or 70 peasants.
Alright, I say we start a riot.
I say we kite the golems. Let's put it to a vote. Allana hasn't done too much in this campaign. This is her thing.
Yeah, this is where you settle this.
Do you, Jess, perhaps, do you want maybe a week to think about it?
I would, actually!
Oh my god!
Could you give me a week?
Jess, perhaps...
Dice Funk. I guess I'm doing it this episode. We were faced with a terrible decision, and then Jess refused to roleplay the character she had been brought here.
Terrible? A terrible decision? It was a fantastic decision is what it was.
It was fine. It was fine. My point is that in our moment of need, in her one moment to shine, she totally punted. And we
got the fans involved. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's really cool because Allana has so much personality.
Stop making me Miss Jane.
Anyway, so the poll went really well, almost 100 votes. It
nice.
turned out 60% for Anne, 40% for Rinaldo.
That's great.
I do want to read real quick a couple of things because people sent in responses in addition to their votes. Real quick, Alexander Arts says, "As long as Rinaldo dies, I will be happy." Declan Birmingham says, Anne's plan sounds like it has the potential to go much more terribly, so that's where my vote stands. I don't know what to say if they were irony votes, but it seems like everyone voted for not the reasons I thought they were. Not because they thought it was the better plan or they wanted to see us succeed. Most of them were malicious, which I love.
Kiss the inside of my butt, Alexander.
Thank you, everybody, for voting.
Yeah, thanks for voting, because you made my, decision a lot easier, because obviously now I have to go with the one that's going to cause the most controversy, which is obviously to vote for Anne's plan, because that's probably going to go way worse than we could ever hope.
Now, in universe, obviously Allana didn't check on Twitter. Did Avandra divinely inspire her to go with Anne?
I think that, okay, just for the record, I feel like there's only been a day or two at most since she's met these people, and since then her home has been burned down, she's seen a ghost, and she's been captured and imprisoned in a sanitarium. So I would say that God might be a thing right now.
Okay. I'm gonna keep Rinaldo alive just to spite that one guy. So,
unless you roll wrong.
Leon, you're going to do what?
Oh, he's gonna make it. I'm pulling for him. And before I was like, let's be reckless, but now Rinaldo is actually gonna be careful. So,
one guy out there somewhere in the universe hates me. Fuck that guy.
Right. Just huge middle fingers to the universe.
What if you are so careful that you yourself actually perpetuate your own death in a way because you're so fucking careful about it? That would be terrible irony and hilarious.
We don't know what the future will bring, so let's just start the game.
I know what the future will bring.
Yeah, well.
And let me put it this way.
Okay.
The gods step hard and swiftly.
Okay.
That is true. That is very true. In any D&D game, like, that's a thing that happens.
Whatever.
You don't just brush off the gods, Leon. Come on.
We'll see. All right. Ready?
That's a dramatic pause right there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It was positively pregnant with potential.
So, there we have our heroes, standing on the edge of a panicked crowd, a tense crowd, at least, maybe not panicked, lingering on the edge of the gates to Stone Root, attempting to find egress, salvation, in their exit from the city. And our heroes-ish, standing, waiting expectantly for Allana to make her decision.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure if that was my cue or if he had more.
Allana goes, I vote Trump. And the crowd goes wild.
Make Stone Root great again.
Yep.
So Allana looks at Anne and at Rinaldo and at the guards that are apparently with us, I guess, still. And she turns to Anne, and then she says, I'm sorry, Rinaldo, but I think Anne's plan is a better idea, to be honest with you.
This is a terrible idea, but there are a lot of guards, and I can't beat them all, so I guess we're doing what you want to do. Where do we go?
Let's go back to the church, where was the last place we saw them. We'll probably see them coming. They're large.
They are pretty large, yeah.
They're actually, they're regularly human-sized, guys. I mean, they're not like...
It's because they're on pedestals that we think they're large.
Okay.
All right, Rinaldo goes then, I guess.
Yep. We'll be right back. Stay here, everyone else. And then we head off.
Erlen kind of like looks around and just sort of like raises his hands like, what?
We explain everything to him.
Yeah. All right, can we just say we explained?
Yeah. I mean, he just, you know, he looks a little nonplussed.
Yeah, he knows it's a bad idea, so does Rinaldo, but Rinaldo's doing it anyway, so let's go.
All right.
Yep.
You guys make your way back to the church. The general atmosphere of the church is deserted. You get there, and mostly everything is unattended. There's a lot of smoke in the air. There's a hopelessness going on. Danyan is sitting on the steps at the front, looking very discouraged.
Hi, Danyan. We're back. We're gonna do stuff. How are you?
He looks up at you kind of like silently, in a solemn way, and then returns his gaze back to the ground.
Rinaldo says, did you see where the statues went?
Danyan points to a trail of greasy, rusty kind of colored fluid that moves off in a direction. Two trails of greasy, rusty colored substance.
Does that mean they split up, or does that mean they're just...
No, the two trails are going in the same direction.
Oh, okay. So Jesus is not carrying any of them? All right. Rinaldo
No,
said,
Jesus is carrying one of them. It's just that he exudes a greasy, rusty-colored substance.
Fair enough. Greasy. Thanks, Greasy Jesus. Or Greasus. Rinaldo says, no time to hang out, Danyan, and then he follows the trail. Not like sprinting, but like in a hurried pace.
Yeah, and explains that we're trying to get the gate open so everyone can be evacuated, and then she follows.
Just basically, we're following the trail until we see something that's not just dust and grease.
Yeah, okay, so are we just gonna use city secrets until we can figure out, where these guys are going?
I guess.
Until there's some reason why we can't follow the trail.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You start following the trail, and you notice that it seems to be moving in a direction that leads to the part of town that you guys were staying in.
The apothecary or just the hotel?
The herbalist,
Okay.
the herbalist shop.
See, I told you it had GPS.
Okay.
Unfortunately, their navigation is not nearly as tuned as Allana's is. So it's pretty direct. It's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Reckless in terms of the way it approaches its direction. Like, you're all sort of like, hey, isn't that the direction where... and so you're following the trail into some pretty damaged neighborhoods. There's a lot of fire that it passes through, and you get to a particular court that the trail leads through, and just about every building is on fire, and it might be dangerous for you guys to continue following it.
Rinaldo looks at Anne and says, "What now, great thinker?"
I stop and I look at Anne and Rinaldo and I go, are we going to keep going or are we going to do something else?
Oh, I vote for not doing any of this, but I've been outvoted, so.
Let me see if I can make a check, maybe a survival check to be able to navigate through the flame safely. How does that sound?
Yeah, I can do that.
I can do that too. I have +3 to survival.
16? I'm leading the way as the ranger.
All right.
Yep.
Austin, you find what you think is a fairly safe path through the flames. There's an alleyway nearby that's mostly insulated by stones, and it's not burning. You know, there's not a lot of consumable materials inside it. It's a little warm, but you think you can probably make your way through. You are a little concerned because the stones don't look normal.
Now, this entire city is gross. There's no safe place to go or be.
I'm sorry. I mean, somebody set fire to...
How not normal is normal? Because I'm gonna make a perception check to decipher, like... Yeah, I see nothing, I don't think.
Nah, you just got a bad feeling.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this vibe. Got it.
I mean, look, we can't... if we ditched every plan the moment it looked slightly dangerous, we would never accomplish anything. It's D&D. Let's go down this... Let's go down this alley.
All right.
I swear to God, if we end up on fire and dead because of this...
What was that roll?
That was just perception.
Oh, okay. All right. You see that the blood, or sorry, the stone, is a little slick.
Yeah. That was quite a Freudian slip. Let's go.
Ronaldo kind of shrugs and he's like, "This is not a good idea." But he doesn't want to Scooby do this, so he's sticking with the party.
Yeah, it is not a good idea to split the party right now.
Yeah, so we're going. Just tell us when we run into death, Johnny. Until something happens, we're walking forward.
Okay, all right. Give me just a second here.
Johnny's like, I really thought those hints would help you not run right into the mouth of death, but what do I know? I'm just the DM.
No. Austin.
What was that? That's me. Hi.
I need you to make a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check.
Okay. 13.
One of the stones, as you travel down the alleyway, just, grows an appendage.
As you do.
A hand, on a distended, long-looking, fleshy, kind of boneless arm. It looks a little disgusting, actually, because it doesn't really have anything holding it together. It just looks like a raw mass of muscle that kind of resembles an arm, whips out, and snags your leg.
All right, Ronaldo uses his mighty strength to get Anne free.
Okay.
Can I try?
You can make a strength check.
I'm gonna try to. I gotta save Anne.
See, this is what democracy gets you, Anne.
Yeah, I know. Why did we go back into the town? We were at the border. 22!
Nice, he says indignantly.
Yeah, Ronaldo becomes Thor for a second. That's gotta work.
Johnny botched.
And you crit failed it.
Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
I just want to say this now. In addition to this and the encounter with the statue, this is Ronaldo 2, Gorfanex 0. Okay? I just want that to be known right now.
Wow. Okay.
This whole campaign has been like a Trigun episode where the first half, Ronaldo was like a useless dork, and then as soon as Jane turned on him, he became the fucking Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
Okay.
seriously.
So do I get Anne free?
Yeah, you bet you do.
Okay, I snag her out, and then we kind of hurry pace.
No, you
All right, what do I do?
You really don't,
you
though.
get her leg out.
Good.
And as you do,
Uh-huh.
up ahead, there's a corner of a house at the edge of the alleyway on fire
All right.
that just suddenly crumbles,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the house kind of begin to like losing its structure. But through the flames and the debris that comes crashing down from its crumbling, you see a very purposefully moving stone figure.
Okay.
Okay.
And this, I just want to make clear here that you guys got away from these things before. They weren't quite aware. These things are moving now.
Okay. Let's leave.
Like, one of them basically just walked through the corner of a building
Oh,
Okay.
we're gonna
and
die.
shrugged it off like it wasn't no thing.
Okay, well, the whole idea was to kite. Is that the term? To
Yeah,
kite?
like-
I don't. You were saying it's just like an MMO term. Apparently, that's a thing.
Yeah, it's a metaphor. Like when you fly a kite, you hold the string and you run, and it
Got it.
trails behind you.
All right. Ronaldo puts Anne on his shoulders and gets piggyback, and he says, "Okay, we're doing this now. So run in the opposite direction and get it to follow us." And so we run. We sprint the fuck out of there. We're not going towards the statue. The whole idea is to go away from it anyway.
Well, has it seen us, though?
No, it just ran through a building
Ronaldo whistles. Ronaldo.
and hits it with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
I throw fire at it. So Allana's running, Ronaldo's running, and there's a Sacred Flame turret, and we're going back to the gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
You yell at it, and it doesn't really adjust its course. It was coming right for you in the first place.
Okay, good.
It's moving in a very purposeful motion. Like it's not confused where it's going. Like it didn't break through the building and be like, where the fuck am I? No, it kept walking towards you.
Okay, we're running. That's the long and short of it. We're running.
And Anne, Sacred Flame?
Yeah, you want to stat this out?
I mean, it's holy, so maybe it'll work against, like, basically the devil.
Basically the devil.
Yeah.
Basically.
What are the effects of Sacred Flame? Is it
It's just radiant damage. You have to save on it's a 15 dex check.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's you. You have to save against 15 dex.
Okay, alright, yeah.
The only other effects of it, I think, it ignores cover. It just does. It just do.
They both save.
All right, so it does 0 because it's a cantrip. It doesn't do half.
Yeah.
Okay. We continue to run.
They're still on fire.
Good.
I mean, like, as these things have marched through what looks like more than one building that has been aflame, they've accrued a little bit of accessory.
Like debris?
Yeah, there's wood, there's rope, there's plant matter. You're pretty sure that you see guts on one of them that are just in full flame.
Okay.
You got 2 burning stone statues that are seriously fucking speed walking in your direction.
All right.
It's not a very pleasant sight.
All right.
No, that's good because I'm sprinting the fuck right out of there.
Yeah.
You guys are going back to the gate, is that right?
Yep.
All right, so you re-navigate yourselves through the streets, following your tour guide, Allana.
Yeah. All right.
And you get back to the crowd.
Oh god, this is gonna be terrible.
This is a terrible idea.
Are you guys just running, or are you trying to keep an eye on the golems behind you?
I feel like we're gonna run and see if everyone else also runs, and then get through the gate. I guess.
No, I mean on your way back to the gate.
Yeah, we're gonna keep them at the edge of like our vision. We don't want to lose sight of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like with Anne on Rinaldo's shoulder, she's the one who can look back and see if they're following us.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify here.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right.
You guys want the golems to arrive at the gate around about the same time you do.
Here's how I want it to happen. I want there to be several car lengths of distance between us. I want them to be able to see us, but I also want to get there before them.
Yeah, maximum visual range.
Right.
Okay, all right. So you guys want no time to set up. Got it.
Okay, that's not what I heard, but
No, decision made. That's fine. All right.
God, we're so fucked.
I'm sorry. As soon as Ronaldo gets there, he says, "Run! Burning Gorfanax statues! Run now!"
as we arrive, yeah, Anne uses thaumaturgy and she yells, "Run! Evil statues are coming!"
While that does make a lot of noise, there's a great amount of noise coming from the crowd as well. There's a lot of dissent, a lot of, let's say, confusion, too. That the people are trying to leave the city and the guards are rerouting them and stopping them and things like that. Nobody really reacts.
I'm going to use my thaumaturgy to induce an earthquake as well.
Okay.
So I'm trying to add gravitas to our warning.
All right, so you're causing an earthquake?
Also, create lights. Create lots of spotlights and shit, like glowing rainbows around us. You can do that, right?
Yeah, I'm actually a cleric of light, specifically, is my domain. So everything I touch becomes like glowing with light. Yeah, I'm trying to make this a production where this is a shock and awe campaign. I'm using my thaumaturgy voice to scream. I'm using my thaumaturgy earthquake, and I'm using my light cantrip, basically, to make us like the disco vanguard.
All right.
We're trying to like put on a Holocaust cloak in Princess Bride kind of thing. Like, pay attention.
Okay. The earthquake starts, and people begin to panic.
Good.
They're already terrified because their city is burning down, and there's this foreign army that seems to be taking over the town, that they don't know what they're going to do with them, so they start pressing the gates.
Oops, I think we accidentally started that riot that Rinaldo wanted.
Whoops, oh well.
When the light begins to wreath around you guys, the citizens around you scream and part and run away and make this nice, like, open area for you guys to be highlighted.
We're gonna die.
Strategy!
Rinaldo screams at the guards, "Open the gate. We all gotta get out. Evil statues that are burning and they have guts on them. Do it now."
Unless you would like to die, I mean...
I would like to roll for persuasion.
Also, put on your accent as thick as possible.
Okay, I do. I mean, Ronaldo can't not do it.
Just be like,
Ronaldo says butt touch and quick.
the quickest of butt touches, 4.
Okay.
Nice!
So I have +4 to that and +3 to my intimidation. Yeah, I'm trying to intimidate these people. So that's hold on. Let me check my stats. Okay, intimidation is 6 and I have 4. So I'm getting +10 to this roll. 15. It's only 15.
15 is fine.
Which is good, but man, I was hoping for like 21. But all right.
I mean, we're being trailed by 2 flaming golems. The ground is shaking. We're radiating sacred light. Like, this is pretty impressive.
Okay. Take that into consideration, Johnny, with my 15.
The guards see your great show.
Yeah.
And immediately retreat into the battlements. The doors lock, and you see the portcullis come down.
Wait, so now it's literally just us three versus the two statues? Like, they totally bailed?
There's a panicking crowd, and there's only 2 statues. Which the crowd has now just noticed. And the crowd is like, somebody in the crowd yells, "Oh my god, the burning angels have come to claim us."
Jesus Christ. We warned these people. Alright, whatever. Anyway.
This is the worst idea.
I was gonna say, I would like to stealthily sneak my way towards the battlements to see if I can try and raise the portcullis so that people can get the fuck out.
Well, the door in which the guards retreated into, is unguarded. So, yeah. Although, I gotta be honest with you, Jess. Sneaking at this point in time, not that necessary.
No, I mean, as soon as I get in there, I'm sneaking. Because I don't know if they're trained on the door, or if they are trained on the door. Like, basically, if they're not trained on the door, I'm gonna go assassinate these motherfuckers.
There's like 20 of them. Hold on, so the door to get into where the guards is open, right?
No, the door is closed.
It's closed. Are there still guards that were guarding Erlen around us somewhere?
We left them there.
Yeah, but are they still there? Or did they run with the crowd, is what I'm asking.
You guys just showed up with a couple of burning golems.
The guards and Erlen are like behind a house somewhere where we left them at the rendezvous point. Hey, Rinaldo, what if we run up and tell them that you're with Firo, and she says open the door? Let's just see if we can get away with it. Just the brazen brass balls of it.
Alright, Ronaldo bangs on the door and says, "By order of Firo, open the door."
+2 to butt smack.
Alright, so I guess that's persuasion or deception.
That's a pretty classic textbook case of deception.
Oh, yeah, sorry, deception.
It's +3 no matter what. So +3 +2, so +5, according to my basic math skills. 17!
Okay,
It's good.
as you bang on the door, somebody, like, slides a paper underneath it.
Ain't nobody getting in to see the queen, not nobody, not no how.
On the front of the paper is a rather stirring likeness of Rinaldo. It is captioned underneath in very aggressive font. Wanted.
Fuck. This is Tales of Symphonia all over again. Your stupid face has doomed us.
It's good to be wanted. Okay, look.
Gross.
So, alright, I'm out of ideas, because this was your plan.
Yeah, look. Hey guys, this is the thing about democracy, right? Like, it's fair when everyone gets a vote, but sometimes people are stupid and they vote for the wrong thing. This has all been social commentary. Okay. Season 1 of Dice Funk. Season 1 of Dice Funk was a parody of the concept of democracy. This is where it's led us.
Okay, the gate. How tall is this gate?
You're talking like 30 feet. Like, this isn't a garden, asshole.
Erlen gave us directions to the dungeons. Do you guys want to just fuck off and go there?
We got 2 things chasing us.
I mean, they're gonna chase us.
But with city secrets, we can lose them temporarily, I feel. We did last time, at least.
So we're completely abandoning the plan where we leave town and go to Pikmin.
Unless you have a better idea. Look, I was expecting not that.
What if Okay, question. What if we climbed the gate and stood on top of it to get them to go through the gate, to break the gate, to let all the people out?
Oh my god, I just had the best idea.
It's 30 feet tall. We can't get up there.
No. Throw the dagger over.
No, we'll lose it!
Guys, this is it. This is how we do it. They're like obsessed with it. They'll break through to get it, and then when you run through, I can slide between their legs, because I have that halfling nimbleness. I can pick it up before they get it.
Oh, that's true. You could do that.
Rinaldo looks at Anne and says, "This is a terrible idea." But at this point, I'm.
This is the best idea we have.
Rinaldo takes out the dagger and chucks it over the gate. Do I have to roll for that, or is it,
No, I mean, you would have to roll if you were throwing to hit something specific.
Yeah. We're all right, I just wanted to make sure.
But, I mean, if you just want to wildly throw a dagger somewhere that, nobody knows where it lands, congratulations, you've managed to do that.
Nailed it. Terrible idea, Anne.
Okay, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way.
We get out of the way and see what happens.
The Burning Angels.
I feel like Mulan right now.
The Burning Angels reroute themselves.
Thank you, Greasy Jesus.
And start heading directly for a point seemingly outside the gate.
Okay, we follow the Burning Angels as closely as we can without also burning, so that we can so that we can suddenly do sprint once they bust down the gate.
I do like the idea of their health bars appearing on the bottom of the screen like Dark Souls bosses, and it just says the Burning Angels. That's a pretty dope name.
Anyways, Leon, what sort of general direction did you want to throw the fang in, or did you throw the fang in? Pardon me. Was it directly over the gate, or did you just huck it over the wall?
I chucked it immediately over the gate. Immediately over the I'm standing in front of the gate. I chuck it over the gate, as far as I possibly can, so that it's not just outside the gate. It's a distance, so that by the time they bust through the gate, we can run and hopefully get to the dagger first.
Okay. So the Burning Angels march right up to the gate with the portcullis down. And at first, just sort of bump into it, thinking that, there's going to be nothing there.
Ronaldo says, "Try harder."
The one with the head turns and looks at the one with no head.
Mm-hmm.
And the one with no head turns, gets its hands on the portcullis, and just sort of begins to peel it off.
Oh, sweet. As soon as there's enough daylight for a halfling to squeak through, I'm going to squeak through and make a run for it. I don't know what you consider to be the ideal time to do that, but as soon as possible.
Okay.
Anne's in sprinting position.
The portcullis peels apart unnervingly easily under its grasp.
Fuck.
And then it just kind of pushes through the heavy wooden door that lies beyond it. Kind of I don't know, if somebody dropped an apple in pudding, and you were like, "I gotta get that apple," and you just had to reach your hand into a barrel of pudding to find it. It just sort of goes right through, and marches on through the gate.
And goes.
Oh yeah, I said as soon as there was a halfling-sized place to go, as soon as there was space between me and the dagger, I'm going.
Yeah. So the first one, what I'm saying is it doesn't make a hole in the gate and then walk through. I'm saying it walks through the gate.
Yeah.
The one with one arm is still on this side and moving towards the hole. Do you want to go for it?
Go.
I have halfling nimbleness, so I can go through their spaces. It shouldn't be an issue for me.
Austin, I'm asking you a question here. Do you want to be between the two golems?
Look, I know as a DM, you're showing me the barrel of your gun right now.
I'm giving you an option of mercy here.
I want to say this. As soon when Anne gets in between them, I want Rinaldo to run up behind the second one that may or may not grab Anne and just drop kick it in the back of the shin.
While it's on fire?
I don't care. Rinaldo wants to protect Anne. That's his thing.
This is metal as fuck. Listen, I know from a game perspective, this is a bad idea. Anne has faith. She had character development at the beginning. She was a coward, and she has grown as a person, and she's willing to do this to save the town. This is where we've arrived.
Go.
Dude, go. If this is your character arc, go.
I'm also drop kicking. I don't know what I should roll for that, but I'm just letting you know that I'm also doing that.
I'd like to think that's character development for Rinaldo too, because he's been pretty much a selfish prick the entire game.
Rinaldo genuinely cares about Anne. That's one of his only redeeming qualities.
All right, I'm going. I got to get that knife.
All right. Okay. So Anne charges the hole before the one-armed golem with the head gets through it. But as you move through the hole, that golem goes to grab you.
You said this is the one with the head, right?
Yeah, the single-armed one.
All right, well, I'm definitely going to use Warding Flare if it tries anything, which gives it disadvantage on whatever it's going to try to do to me.
It gets advantage on grapple.
All right, well, that cancels out then. Advantage plus disadvantage.
Yeah.
So it's just a D20 roll.
And stat modifiers, presumably.
Wait a minute. I want to say this.
Oh my god!
Okay, that's fantastic!
For listeners, Johnny crit botched it. He botched it. He got a 1.
Only Anne can hurt Anne.
Right.
You lucky motherfuckers!
Guys, come on. This is fate. Anne has only taken 2 points of damage, both by her own hand. She cannot be touched by enemies.
Ah!
Just get the dagger.
I am fucking bothered by that!
Botch.
That's 2!
I know.
I've botched twice so far in this. Fuck!
In this climactic encounter.
I love how angry he sounds, but it only sounds mildly perturbed.
I even though I should back out of this, I did commit to the fact that whether Anne was gonna escape or not, Rinaldo is drop kicking that same statue in the back of the knee.
I know, she doesn't need your help, but
I
you've
know.
just thrown yourself into the thresher.
Oh, I understand that. I thought you would die, but apparently Johnny botched.
I probably would have if he just ripped a portcullis off like it was tissue paper.
Oh, your head would pop off like a champagne cork.
Oh yeah, it would have killed you. It would have killed you.
Okay. All right. This is what's happening. So is it my standard attack bonus? But or what?
If you're making an attack, it'll be proficiency plus strength because you're proficient with your own body.
Okay. Rinaldo is needlessly.
I think a miss might actually be better, because then you might not draw attention.
Needlessly attacking this thing in the back of the shin. Basically in hopes of just kind of knocking it off balance. 16.
You miss.
Okay, that's fine. Rinaldo just kind of like scampers up to his feet and tries to get away.
Yeah, Rinaldo's like, this time I'll be the hero! And he just goes ass over tea kettle and misses entirely.
I think the effort is appreciated. Okay. So, Anne, get the thing.
Yeah, I'm going. I'm halfling nimbleness. I'm going to go through everybody's spaces. I'm going to grab that fucking dagger. And then I did not think this through, so I don't know what the rest of it is. I guess I can just keep running if I get it.
Yeah, Rinaldo and Allana, hopefully anyway, try to, get through as well, once they're both focused on Anne, and just try to run after Anne.
Yeah, but the problem is with the two of them in the middle of it, we're human-sized. They're
not focused on you, though. You can just follow them out slowly. You don't have any
Yeah,
reason.
exactly. They're not, focused on us, but they're also human-sized, so...
That's fair.
So you just follow.
Yeah, we're following. We're trying to catch up to Anne. That's the whole idea.
It's Johnny's turn.
How does that go, Johnny?
It's always my turn, Austin.
That's true.
Always.
All right.
All right. So
Have you recovered from your terrible one?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Aww.
I'm getting there.
Johnny's like, how come you guys get to have all the cool roles and you get to kill all the characters? I never get to kill anything.
Because it's the climax of the campaign, that's why.
Nah, you know what? Austin? I can drop the hammer anytime I like.
That is very
That's
true.
You can just say a piano falls on you and that's it. But all right. I'm sorry.
I mean, maybe there's an asteroid.
I feel like if there was an asteroid, there would be a prophecy about the asteroid, because that's how it works in fantasy fiction.
Well, it might be in one of those books you didn't read.
Oh my god.
It's hanging out. That's it. Just,
Johnny, I got your back. Don't worry about it.
We've explained what we're trying to do. What happens?
Alright, okay. Anyways, Anne, through no specific skill of her own, apparently, just through the, inability of the one-armed, headed burning angel, just, slips through, excuse me, right through. No problem. The other one, that made the hole, the headless one, is marching at a very deliberate pace in a direction. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Anne is taking that direction as a cue.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, roll perception.
Oh, man, I did not
Stuff is
think
happening.
this through.
Yeah, somebody threw a dagger blindly over a wall, and it's not like, in a meadow, stuck into a stone with the handle up, just waiting for somebody to grasp it and become the King of England or anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, in my mind, I pictured, the golem reaching for it and sliding, baseball sliding under its hand and getting it first. So, there was no need to look for it, but here's my roll. 24, crit.
Natural 20!
What the fuck?!
Crit.
Austin rolled a natural 20 plus, I mean, it doesn't matter. He has a modifier anyway, but he rolled 24, so. he sees it, from space, so.
On that asteroid!
Right. So, he's got to get it now, so it's done.
Holy fuck, you guys!
This is mathematically improbable, and I'm loving it.
God damn it!
The very angry Canadian has joined the call.
I mean, she's got to get it, so Anne must pick it up since that's her special power.
No, you pretty much fucking called it, Leon. She sees that shit from space.
Right.
It's just, she's like, oh look!
It's right there.
Not even right there. It's it landed in a bunch of mushrooms that are colored exactly the same as the dagger underneath a fern or something like that. And Anne's just logically, this must be the only place it could land. And just fucking runs up and snags that fucking fang. Oh man.
Oh my goodness gracious.
This is probably the best game I have ever seen in my life. This is so good.
I think it's all thanks to Avandra because we left that vote in her capable hands and she rewarded us for our faith.
Clearly.
All right.
Clearly.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the fang in hand, Anne. Rinaldo and Allana are keeping pace, kind of a little bit behind, but can easily catch up to the second golem that tried to grab you.
Okay.
You know what would be really useful right now? If we had a party member who could turn into a horse.
Oh, well, I would be able to help you with that if I wasn't slaughtered in part of Gorfanax now.
Well,
Just throwing that out there. I'm not bitter or anything.
whatevs. So
Did you seriously just whatevs me?
a little. So as soon as we catch up with Anne, we're just trucking down the road. I mean, the weird thing is we're gonna have to stop to rest, but they won't.
All right. So I'm a ranger.
Yo.
At this point, I feel as though it is my duty to attempt to secure us some sort of transportation.
Okay.
Are we gonna ride the golems? Because I would not say no to that.
I really, really wish, but they would definitely just reach up and pop our heads like grapes. I'm thinking make a survival check to see if I could, I want to find a deer or something to jump on, basically.
Let's all make survival checks and see if we can find rideable animals. Well, I mean, it can't hurt to just roll.
Yeah, and I'm in my element, so I get a bonus to my survival thing. My survival shit is crazy.
Okay.
I rolled an 18 and got a 16 because I have -2 to survival.
All right.
28!
Shit, man!
We have to find 3 horses that are all proportionately
Leon,
sized.
you don't even fucking have to roll.
That's fine.
That's nearly I find the Tarrasque.
What do we find, Johnny?
You find a moose.
Oh,
The half Canadian in me is very happy about this.
Are mooses fast?
It's a slightly pissed off moose.
I think this is a sign from God, you guys.
Like this moose is a little bit begrudgingly sort of like, oh my god, I can't believe I have to be here. It's almost like, I don't know, somebody rolled way too good fucking dice.
What? Okay, hold on. Bullet time strategy meeting.
Yeah.
What's the better move? To try to ride this moose to get some distance and like just with the knowledge that they'll still be coming after us if we try to sleep, or to like tie the knife to the moose and send it off in a different direction?
We need the knife.
Do we though?
Yes, I feel like we need both of these things for some reason. I mean, Erlen made that clear. Also, that moose, we don't know when it's going to get tired up. It doesn't understand the politics of what is happening. It's eventually going to stop, and then they're going to kill the moose and take the... No, we absolutely can't do that.
I feel like their survival instincts would definitely keep them from letting themselves be captured by flaming golems, but
I feel like let's get on the moose.
we can't all fit on this moose, can we, Johnny? Is it sturdy?
It's got to be a big-ass moose.
Have you guys seen a moose?
No, I honestly have not.
I have.
I'm asking if it's sturdy enough for 3 people.
It's sturdy enough for 2 people and a halfling, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to make an animal handling check because, oh man, you have to take these opportunities to do that.
Okay.
For me to quickly do some ranger voodoo.
Okay.
Oh no, 6!
I got crit. I do animal handling and I critted it. So screw you, Anne.
Yeah, I run up and startle it, and Rinaldo just grabs it by the horns. It's like, no, I'm the captain now.
You calm the fuck down!
I have no modifiers to animal handling. Rinaldo just like summons some kind of inner energy and crits and like is become a moose whisperer. And he says,
What the fuck is up with you guys?
I rolled a crit. We're riding this moose.
No, I know that. Have you just been saving all your good fucking rolls for clinch time?
Obviously we have, Johnny. I don't know why you didn't prepare for this.
All right, we're going to Rotswald. Let's go.
Fuck!
Now's the time. The time is now.
Ronaldo flips off both the burning angels on his way out, and we run off.
Okay, on the one hand, I feel really great about the fact that you guys are rolling so well, but on the other, I kind of feel bad for Johnny, because, we're so fucking him over.
Well, we still have a boss fight. We could all
I
die.
feel like he wanted to kill us now, though. And we basically said, fuck that.
Can I say Squirtle Squad astride the moose is going to be a piece of art that will hang in the Louvre for generations?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh man, I'm so excited.
Johnny, how far can we get to Rotswald before this moose is like, I need a break?
Like I said, Rotswald is usually about a day away, but on a moose,
Yeah.
you guys cut some travel time down,
Okay.
and you get away from the burning angels.
Cool.
Really, rather easily. So we'll say it was afternoon when you guys left.
Yeah.
So you can travel probably until about the middle of the night, which is, we'll say, 3/4 of the way.
I have a question. Are we able to sleep on the moose?
No.
Damn it. Okay. Just wanted to check. Never mind.
It's it's hard to get the geography and time on my mind, Johnny. Does it seem reasonable that we would be able to get some sleep and then get back on the moose and escape safely, or is there like not sleep time between us and the golems?
I'd say that you could probably get about like maybe 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Like you have 4 to 6 hours of rest time.
Okay.
All right.
If you all want to sleep during that time, one of you better have an alarm clock.
No, let's just sleep in shifts. I mean, we have to sleep for 8 hours in order to get the shit, right?
No, okay, so I just want to be clear about long rest and short rest. We've talked about this before. It's not sleep that gives you your shit back. It's just inactivity, right? So we need to sleep so we don't get the status effect of exhausted.
Okay.
So it's important that we sleep, but
Right.
you don't technically need to sleep full 8 hours. You just need to have 8 hours of not doing shit.
Oh, okay. So did I get all my stuff back?
If we're successful.
All right.
So yeah, if we ride as much as we can, stop, take like a 4. If he says there's a 4 to 6 hour window, let's err on the side of 4.
Okay.
And then if we don't get jumped, we're all healed. We get back on the moose. We finish the journey.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Johnny, this is your chance to fuck us. So, you know
what? Leon, I gotta tell you, my approaches have not been working this episode. So, we'll see.
Guys, I named the moose. Its name is Jane Jr.
Oh, God.
It reminds me of her.
That's a wonderful name.
Okay.
Because it looks at Rinaldo with disdain, often.
Whatever.
It looks at you all with disdain.
Oh, Jane Jr., you're such a card.
All right, so what happens, Johnny?
So, Jane Jr., the half-Canadian Express, manages to get you, like I said, traveling through to Rotswald through at least until around midnight, and then just kind of decides it's done. It's like, nah, you know what? That's it. This is no NAFTA. So it stops. You guys get off, and you start setting up camp. Not long afterwards, you hear hoofbeats coming in your direction from Stone Root.
Let's hide. Can I stealth?
Oh, I'm stealthing the shit out of this. This is my area, man. I'm gonna stealth the fuck out of this.
All right.
It's a disadvantage on Rinaldo because he's in heavy armor.
Oh, fair enough. So I have to roll really well twice. Great.
18 for me to hide.
11.
I rolled an 8 and a 6. So 6.
Rinaldo's like, I'm hiding! Johnny botched again!
Oh my god.
Johnny rolled a 1.
Okay, now normally I'd be like, this is great, but this is 3.
Roll 20 is haunted! Roll 20 is haunted!
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny really did botch that roll. We're not joking.
Yeah, we can't make up any of these.
So we're good? Johnny?
He quit. He rage quit.
Johnny's crying.
Did he leave the call?
No, he's here.
I'm still here.
He's just very upset.
Just at the exact same time, my pen went dry.
It's just not coming up Johnny tonight.
Holy fuck, you guys.
It's because I asked to play on Saturday, isn't it? I'm sorry.
No, it's got nothing to do with that, Jess. It just like, holy fuck.
All right. So are we good? Like, do the horses not see us?
In the first place, here's the thing. Are you observing?
Yeah. We'll keep an eye open.
Okay. All right. So you only hear one horse.
It's probably Erlin.
All right.
You see, running down the road, Lord Erlin on a horse.
Oh, called it.
Okay.
Should we call out to him, or?
Yeah, he's kind of on our side now. So Rinaldo says, "Yo, Erlin!"
He curtails his horse, circles around, and turns to the direction and says, "Ah! I didn't
so
see
much for
you
that,
there."
like, triumphant fucking roll.
Pretty fucking stealthy, huh? Rinaldo says. And then he says, "Hey, everything's fine. We have the orb, we have the fang, and we got a moose. So everything's cool."
He looks at the moose, looks back at you, looks at the moose, looks back at you,
Her name's Jane Jr.
and says, "You three are way more resourceful than I ever gave you credit for."
It's mostly dumb luck.
Rinaldo sort of like shrugs a little, but in a way that it's like he's actually kind of proud of himself.
I say to Anne, I say, from your mouth to Avandra's ears.
So Rinaldo says, "Let's storm town together because that just makes more sense."
Erlin approaches and gets down off his horse and says, "I've instructed the remnants of my guards to attempt to distract the golems. So, we have a little bit of time.
Alright.
Wow, I can't believe this all worked out. The math on that is bad. It's really bad that
Okay, just to double check. When after a full rest, I get half my hit dice back and I'm at full HP and I have all my like action surge crap, right?
Yeah, everything you just said is correct.
Alright, just want to double check. I know the rules now.
33 hours later.
Yeah. Okay. Johnny, unless you object, I will do that to my stats now.
No, you guys manage a full rest. Absolutely.
Yay!
Alright.
Hey, Erlen,
Yes?
you ready to go stab the shit out of that dude?
There's nothing else in this world I would like to do more.
That's a pretty dope line.
Might as well stop here.
You staggeringly lucky motherfuckers! It all comes in at the dice roll, right?
Johnny, just for my peace of mind, would Anne be dead if that went a different way?
She might have been.
Next time on Dice Funk.
Oh God! Erlen exclaims. It's bacon fat!
I hope Marshmallow doesn't get jealous. I smell all moosey now.
Rinaldo tells Marshmallow all about Jane Jr., and Marshmallow gets super jealous.
I just feel so bad that Johnny got 3 crit fails.
I mean, that doesn't really fit with the conceit of the next time, but whatever. It's
Why
all
not?
good.
Guys, let's not rub it in, or he's going to send a comet next time.
As always, our theme song is A Fistful of Nickels, the overclocked remix arrangement of Shadow's theme from Final Fantasy VI. Executive producers for the month of May 2016 are Joseph Tombrello, Ingmar Grimmin, Fint de Jong, King Waza, Zenith Will Rule, James Bevan, Luke Powers, The Cult of Gorfanax, Michael Goodell, Wayne Witzke, Brent, Jason, Cameron Abbas, Ariel Badger Release, Neil, Exley, Gary Sayon, Dashon the Rage Monster, Carl, Harrison Andrew, Jade, Tarka, Jorit, Vigar Arnston, Anna Stuhlfarer, Dylan, Giorgio Renna, Christopher Charlo, Cody Jackson, August Rue, and Taylor Hoyt. If you want to support the show, you can always subscribe to us on Podbean, rate us on iTunes, or follow any of our various social networks. If you want to help even more, you can become a patron of Leon's at patreon.com/renegadecut, or find Jess at patreon.com/foolsgold, or me at patreon.com/austinyorski. If you want to support Johnny, send your most heinous death threat to Sean at channelawesome.com.